a crime. From Iran to Palestine.
Bombing children is a crime.
From Iran to Palestine.
Bombing children is a crime.
We know what we're fighting for, not another endless war. We know what we're fighting for.
Not another endless war.
We know what we're fighting for.
Not another endless war.
We know what we're fighting for.
Not another endless war.
We know what we're fighting for.
Not another endless war.
We know what we're fighting for.
Not another endless war.
When Iran is under attack, what do we do? When Iran is under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Thank you, London. Make some noise.
I want you to shout as loud as you can so that they can hear you in the embassy. So Donald Trump, that narcissist, we know he's watching social media, that he hears you in one loud voice. London, I want you to say, when I say Donald Trump, you say terrorist! Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
Donald Trump!
Terrorist!
And I want you to shout, stop bombing Iran. But I want you to start like you're saying it to the person next to you. And with each one that we do, I want you to get louder until we are so loud that we rock that embassy there and Donald Trump cannot ignore us. Stop bombing Iran. Stop bombing Iran.
Stop bombing Iran!
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 Stop bombing Iran.
Stop bombing
As
Iran!
loud as you can with your placards and your flags and your fists in the sky. Stop bombing Iran.
Stop bombing Iran!
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 Let's make sure that Keir Starmer knows that we do not stand for him letting UK military bases be used in this attack for his continuation of weapons to Israel. When I say Keir Starmer, you say shame on you as loud as you can. Keir Starmer!
Shame on you!
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 David Lammy!
Shame on you!
Keir Starmer!
Shame on you!
Make some noise!
Alright, we need to be loud enough for them to hear us in the embassy. From Iran to Palestine, bombing children is a crime. From Iran to Palestine,
Bombing children is a crime!
from Iran to Palestine,
Bombing children is a crime!
from Iran to Palestine,
Bombing children is a crime!
from Iran to Palestine,
Bombing children is a crime!
from Iran to Palestine.
Bombing children is a crime!
Donald Trump, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide!
Donald Trump, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide!
Louder, Donald Trump, you can't hide. once again close all of the crossings into Gaza. Shame on you!
Shame on you!
Shame on you!
Shame on you!
Our message from the streets of London: we will stand against Israel and Trump's illegal wars, and we will keep coming out here to oppose their genocide. And we call on Keir Starmer to end his complicity, to end British complicity, and we will not accept British involvement in yet another illegal war. Free Palestine, no war on Iran. I'm going to introduce our first speaker for today. Our first speaker is the British Iranian and the General Secretary of the TSSA Trade Union. Please, can you make some noise for Mariam Eslamnouz?
Hello everyone. I'm here not just in my role as a British trade union leader and an anti-war activist, but as an Iranian woman who's grieving for my homeland. Most Iranians are in a state of shock. We are completely stunned by what's being done to Iran. I know it's easy to see images of the Middle East and think that the whole region is in a constant state of war and that every city is a battleground, but it is really not like that. Life in Iran is just not set up for war. Iran just doesn't go to war. Iranians don't have bunkers under our apartment blocks, and we don't know what you're supposed to do when the largest militaries in the world start carpet bombing whole neighborhoods in our capital city. And most of all, our hearts cannot conceive what you're supposed to do when the US and Israel kill over 150 of our little girls by bombing their primary school on the first morning of the school week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring enough to listen, to question, and to refuse to be swept along by the propaganda on Iran, and which so often substitutes as the truth. This past week, I joined most other British trade union leaders to oppose this illegal war on Iran. And I will work with them to ensure that the United Kingdom does not become a participant in this war. Because when reckless politicians don't have the backbone to stand up to Trump, sensible voices have no choice but to step forward. Already, the war in Iran has sent energy prices soaring. When energy prices rise, everything else follows. Your household incomes will be squeezed because everyday essentials, food, transport, heating, all become expensive. War always has economic consequences, yet at the same time, we're told there's no money for the NHS, no money for policing, no money for our transport infrastructure, no money for potholes, no money for teachers. That's why we must say clearly to our governments, focus on welfare, not warfare, and keep our country out of this conflict. But there is also a humanitarian question. Is it right that the first casualty of this illegal attack on Iran is a girls' primary school? 160 little girls killed by American and Israeli missiles on the first morning of the school week. Where is the application of international law? Where is it in Iran? Where is it in Palestine? Where is it in Lebanon? Today, we also stand in solidarity with Palestinians and Lebanese who continue to suffer under bombardment. Civilians are still dying. Children are still dying. But the world's media has moved on. So I ask another question. What's happened to the Epstein files? Just 2 weeks ago, the headlines were full of revelations about the systematic abuse of women and girls involving powerful figures, including Israeli politicians and especially the current President of the United States, Donald Trump. And I don't say this lightly, but those revelations were shaking political establishments on both sides of the Atlantic. Heads were about to roll here in Britain and in the United States. And suddenly the headlines have changed. We must not allow this to happen. We must demand accountability, demand justice, and keep drumming that our government stays out of this illegal war. So speak out, write to your MP, demand that Britain plays no part in this illegal war, because war drains resources, it endangers our security, and it costs innocent lives. And above all, remember those 160 little girls. Remember, these Israeli bombs are killing Iranian women, Palestinian women, and Lebanese women. Tomorrow is International Women's Day, and their lives matter as much as anyone else's. Long live Iran, long live Palestine, and long live Lebanon. Thank you.
Donald Trump, you can't hide! Donald Trump, you can't hide!
We charge you with genocide!
Donald Trump, you can't hide!
We charge you with genocide!
Donald Trump, you can't hide!
We charge you with genocide!
Our next speaker is here representing the Palestinian Forum in Britain, one of the co-organisers of today's rally. Please give a very warm welcome to Tariq Al-Abadi.
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
I want to take a moment before I start to see how beautiful it looks from up here. All the flags, all different colours of people, all the different people have come together today because we know what's right and we know where history will stand. So on behalf of the Palestinian Forum in Britain, thank you everyone for coming here today. Firstly, may God have mercy on the souls of all the martyrs and heal all of the injured in Iran, in Palestine, in Lebanon, in Gaza and elsewhere around the world. You see, imperialism is wrong, but imperialism is a bad student. It's a bad student. It never learns the lessons of its failures. These are the famous words of Thomas Sankara. Many of you today are having a moment of deja vu, because many of you today were here not too long ago, well, in 2003, which for some of you may not feel that long ago. And yet, here we are again, watching imperialism make yet another mistake. And this, though, I believe that I have complete conviction, will go down in history as Zionism's last and most fatal mistake. Trump and his administration's fake bravado can't hide that, am I right? The chaos they have brought onto their own client state, and the flip-flopping of objectives, and the overall unpopular war they have started, shows and makes blatantly obvious just how uneducated and just how foolish I suppose its strongest ally is. I want them to hear that. Who's foolish? The American state is foolish. We are here today because we must stand up to that. Not simply sit it out and certainly not participate. We are here today because we must take a stand against another dangerous, illegal, forever war. We, this beautiful movement of people, we are here because we recognize a dangerous pattern. Not a difficult to recognize pattern, an easy to recognize pattern that is nonetheless incredibly dangerous. We've seen it in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Somalia, in Palestine, in Lebanon, and now Iran. Imperialism cannot learn. It hasn't learned and cannot learn, but it must and will soon be defeated. Thank you everyone for coming.
Hands off Iran!
Hands off Iran!
Hands
Hands off Iran!
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 1. We are the people. 2.
We won't be silent!
3.
Stop the bombing now!
1.
We are the people!
2.
We won't be silent!
3.
Keir Starmer, be afraid. You say, we will see you in The Hague. Keir Starmer, be afraid.
We will see you in The Hague.
Keir Starmer, be afraid.
We will see you in The Hague.
Keir Starmer, be afraid.
We will see you in The Hague.
Keir Starmer, be afraid.
We will see you in The Hague.
From Iran to Palestine, bombing children is a crime. From Iran to Palestine.
Bombing children is a crime.
From Iran to Palestine.
Bombing children is a crime.
From Iran to Palestine.
Bombing children is a crime.
From Iran to Palestine.
Bombing children is a crime.
Let's make some noise, London. Make sure they hear us in the embassy. Our next speaker is from the campaign against sanctions, military and imperial interventions. Put your hands together and give the warmest welcome to Abbas Edalat.
Thank you. Comrades and friends, let there be no mistake. The unprovoked US and Israeli war of aggression against Iran took place in the middle of active negotiations. Just hours before the strikes, the Omani foreign minister publicly stated on Face the Nation in the United States that a breakthrough has been achieved and that peace is within reach. The next round of negotiations with the technical teams of both sides was scheduled for the following week. Then, only a few hours later, Washington and Israel started the bombing. This was a perfidy under the cover of negotiations for the second time in less than 9 months. Never forget that. There was no threat, there was no imminent threat by Iran. This aggression is not about Iran's non-existing nuclear weapons or any other ridiculous pretext presented by the US leaders. This aggression is an integral part of the apocalyptic Zionist and Christian Zionist project of the Greater Israel that the US ambassador to Israel has supported explicitly. US soldiers are systematically told that their war against Iran will lead to the return of Jesus Christ. Iran's real crime is to try to fulfill its obligations under the Genocide Convention to defend Palestinians against genocide. Iran has been the only nation state of the United Nations to try to meaningfully fulfill its obligations under the Genocide Convention. That's why Iran has to suffer these crippling sanctions and now an aggression that we haven't seen before against it. To prove to the world, to show to the world that this is an extension of the genocidal war against Palestinians, in the very first few hours, the US and Israel slaughtered over 100 school girls in an elementary school in Iran, hours after striking some of the Iranian leaders, including the head of the state, all of which are illegal under international law. So now we have to examine that there was no imminent threat, there was no imminent attack coming. This was pure aggression. At the Nuremberg Tribunal after the Second World War, the American prosecutors sentencing the Nazi leaders stated to initiate a war of aggression is not only an international crime, it is the supreme international crime, differing only from other war crimes in that it contains within itself the accumulated evil of the whole. That is the crime committed by US and Israel. And let be no mistake, Iran has stated publicly that its lawful retaliation is directed exclusively at US military and intelligence assets in the Persian Gulf countries, as well as Israel, of course. These assets have been used to conduct the ongoing attack against Iran. Iran has won against false flag operations, against energy infrastructures in the Persian Gulf countries. Now we come to the UK complicity. The UK government, the British Labour government, has completely failed to condemn the aggression and has completely failed to call on the US and Israel, its allies, to cease their unlawful attacks. Instead, the UK is providing the United States with access to British military bases. The government has chosen to enable the aggression. So I say this to the Labour government. We say this to the Labour government. If you provide the bases to the US military, you bear responsibility for the bombs. If you protect the aggressor while the victim exercises its lawful right of response, you are complicit in this US-Israel aggression, which is the supreme crime under international law. And British complicity. No access to British military bases. Stop the war on Iran. Long live Iran. Free Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine!
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 Our next speaker is here representing Stop the War, one of the co-organisers of today's rally. Please give a very warm welcome to Lindsay German.
Thanks everybody for being here. Tomorrow is International Women's Day. And every war they have engaged in the last 25 years, they've claimed they've done it to liberate women. That's what they're saying about the war on Iran as well. But the first thing that they did, one of the very first things that they did, was to kill 165 young girls in a school in the south of Iran. So we should never ever believe their lies. The people in Afghanistan know it didn't liberate them. The Iraqis know it didn't liberate them. But our government and the US government has learned nothing from those wars. Nothing at all. And they are trying to do it again and again and again. And Donald Trump said yesterday he wanted unconditional surrender from the people of Iran. He must be living in a fantasy world if he thinks anyone's going to surrender to his politics and to his bombing. People will resist his bombing because it is completely illegal, it is completely unjust, it is a war crime of barbaric proportions, and we must oppose it. And that is what we're doing here today. And we have to say as well, this war crime follows from a war crime also of epic proportions. The 2.5 years genocide against the people of Gaza. And if they had stopped the genocide, we wouldn't now be seeing this attack on Iran. Netanyahu and Trump were emboldened by the fact that none of the European powers, including Britain, did anything to stop them. We've been arming Israel, we've been helping Israel. No wonder now you have the war on Iran. And this war is spreading, and we will pay the price. We will pay the price in terms of weapons. Our government is demanding more and more money for arms. We will pay the price in terms of energy, because the energy prices will go through the roof and working class people in this country will suffer. And we will pay the human cost, not just of the people killed in Lebanon, in Iran, in Gaza and everywhere else, but also here, because terrorism will grow as a result of these attacks, as it has done in the last 25 years. So our message to Keir Starmer today should be very, very clear. Stop appeasing Donald Trump all the way to World War III. That is what you are doing. Stop letting British bases be used for American deadly illegal attacks. Yesterday, 3 B-1 bombers arrived in Fairford. They will be used to fly from this country to kill Iranians. That's what they're there for. So we should oppose this. Not just shouldn't they be using the bases, we should get the American bases out of Britain as well. It is an absolute scandal that they are there. There should be no bases in this country, no money for war. And I've got one final message for Starmer and for Trump. Trump talked at the beginning of this war about regime change in Iran. Regime change should start at home. Regime change should start with Keir Starmer should be out of Downing Street if he keeps taking us into these wars. And I'm very pleased to see that the American people as well are standing up to Trump. The people in Minneapolis showed how to deal with his racist policies. They showed how to deal with Trump. So regime change here, regime change in Washington, and let every other country deal with their own problems. We're fed up. We're absolutely fed up with this gangster imperialism which is coming from Trump. It has to end. Keep building this movement, keep building the Stop the War Coalition, keep building all the organisations, because we need the only people that will stand up to this hideous aggression across the Middle East and in the wider world is going to be the people of all those countries. Solidarity.
We know that while America has been waging war on Iran and arming Israel as they carry out a genocide, they have also been carrying out attacks on Latin America, from kidnapping President Maduro of Venezuela to carrying out an illegal blockade against Cuba, denying Cubans access to healthcare, to going to school, to food, to power and to water. So let's stand united as an international solidarity movement and say clearly, no more coups, no more wars. No more coups, no more wars. No more coups,
No more wars!
no more coups.
No more wars!
Our next speaker is here from the Cuba Solidarity Campaign. Please make some noise for Kevin Courtney.
Thank you very much. Kevin Courtney, Chair of the Cuba Solidarity Campaign. I'm here with you. I'm saying the threat of Trump's gangster imperialism to world peace is clear to anyone who opens their eyes. It's a threat to the people of Iran, the people of Gaza, to the people of Venezuela, and it is a threat to the people of Cuba. Miguel Diaz-Canel, the president of Cuba, has condemned the US attacks on Iran, just as Iran has consistently voted against the US embargo against Cuba. But Trump's gangsters, Rubio, Hegseth, all the rest, they have no interest in human rights or democracy. Most of the time, they don't even claim to. They glory in breaking all international norms, in refusing all refugee rights, in the naked use of military might. Their interests are far from human rights. They are interested in billionaires' rights. They look at Gaza, they look at Cuba, and they see real estate opportunities. They look at Iran, and they see oil and other natural resources. They look at Iran, they look at Cuba, and they see countries that don't bow down to the US billionaires. They look at Cuba, and they see a country training 250 Palestinian medical students at no cost to the Palestinian people, and they are outraged by this act of human solidarity. And now Trump says, after Iran, Cuba is next. After Gaza, Venezuela. After Venezuela, Iran. After Iran, Cuba. We are right to be angry. We are right to be on the streets. We are right to demand that our government acts. Our government should condemn the Israeli genocide and impose sanctions on Israel. Our government should oppose the bombing of Iran and they should refuse the use of military bases like the Spanish government has done. They should break the siege of Cuba. They should break the siege of Cuba and send humanitarian aid like the Mexican and Canadian governments have done. But these things won't happen without our pressure. Tell your MP, tell your councillor, you want their support for things like the Cuba Solidarity Campaign, EDM 71, for the demands the Palestine Solidarity Campaign is making. And tell them you won't vote for them if they don't support you. And stay on the streets. Support PSC, Stop the War CND, support the demand to stop the bombing of Iran. Support the Venezuela Solidarity Campaign and Cuba Solidarity Campaign. And if you can, contribute to our appeal for Cuba. Stop the bombing now. No war on Iran. No siege. No war on Cuba. Thank you for your support.
Hands off Iran!
Hands off Iran!
Hands off Iran!
Hands off Iran!
Hands off Lebanon!
Hands off Lebanon!
Hands off Lebanon!
Hands off Lebanon!
Hands off Palestine!
Hands off Palestine!
Hands off Palestine!
Hands off Palestine!
Our next speaker is someone who has been consistent in her support for Palestine. She is the MP for Coventry South. Please give a very warm welcome to Zara Sultana.
From Iran to Palestine, bombing children is a war crime. I was 9 years old when the last Labour government followed the United States into an illegal war in the Middle East. I was old enough to see the images on television. I was old enough to hear the lies and the manufactured consent. I was old enough to watch millions of people march through the streets of this country, pleading with politicians to not take us into war. Shame on them! I'm 32 now, and here we are again. Another Labour government, another US president launching an illegal war. And once again, the UK is obediently following. Shame on them. Shame on Keir Starmer. Shame on you. Back then, we were told that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. We were told that war would bring peace and democracy. We were told that the war would protect Iraqis and protect the world. But the truth was very different. The invasion of Iraq was illegal. More than 1 million Iraqi men, women and children lost their lives. They devastated a country and destabilized an entire region. An entire generation in the Middle East grew up with violence and destruction, and those who warned that it would be a catastrophe were ignored. And today we are being asked to believe another set of lies. Last weekend, the US and Israel launched an illegal war. They launched a war of aggression on Iran, a catastrophic escalation on a region scarred by decades of conflict. This is illegal. This is unprovoked, and already more than 1,300 people have been killed, including 160 young children in Minab, murdered when a girls' school was targeted. And the killing has not stopped. 6 schools have been hit in 6 days. The head of the World Health Organization has confirmed at least 13 attacks on health infrastructure, killing healthcare workers and injuring more. Hospitals, schools, residential areas, these are not military targets. These are the foundations of civilian life, and attacking them is a war crime. And this pattern is chillingly familiar because the genocidal playbook used in Gaza is being repeated in Iran and Lebanon. And despite having apparently learnt the lessons from Iraq, Keir Starmer is repeating the same mistake. At first he said Britain would not be involved, and within days came the familiar U-turns. And now American B-1 bombers are landing on British soil before flying out to kill Iranians. That means we are directly involved in this war, and they are gaslighting us when they say that Britain is only involved in defensive strikes. There is no such thing as a defensive strike on another country. If any country can bomb another country and call it defense, international law becomes meaningless. And we know exactly where this road leads to. From Iraq to Libya to Afghanistan, the US has delivered nothing but death, devastation, destabilization, and every time it is ordinary people who pay the price. Families forced from their homes, children reduced to rubble, communities destroyed. And we must speak about what this is all about. It's about access to oil, and Donald Trump has said it himself because Keir Starmer won't. This is being for Israel, a genocidal apartheid state and its expansionist ambitions across the Middle East. So that is why we are here today, because when a Labour government prioritises the profit margins of arms manufacturers and forgets the human cost of war, it is our responsibility to remind them. So firstly, this Labour government must end this war immediately. It must stop its involvement in the bombing. It must prioritise de-escalation and return to diplomacy. Second, we cannot continue being the poodle of the United States. We cannot allow the UK to provide bases for the US to launch attacks on Iran. And thirdly, NATO is an imperialist war machine and we must leave it immediately. 70% of the British public oppose these attacks, and it is on this government to chart independent foreign policy based on international law, diplomacy and peace, things it apparently believes in, rather than obediently signing up to whichever war Washington signs up for next. The children of Minab deserve to grow up. The children of Gaza deserve to grow up. The children of Baghdad deserve to grow up. And 23 years ago, when we marched against the Iraq war, we were ignored. We will not be ignored again. Because history proved them right, and today we raise our voices for peace, for justice, and for a world where governments learn the lessons of the past. Solidarity.
From the Israel is up! Israel is up! Israel is up! Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Hands off Iran! 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 From Iran to Palestine, bombing children is a crime. From Iran to Palestine, bombing children is a crime. From Iran to Palestine, bombing children is a crime. From Iran to Palestine, bombing children is a crime. Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Hands off Iran! Hands off Iran! Hands off Iran! Hands off Iran! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever! From the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever! Hands off Iran! Hands off Iran! Hands off Iran! Hands off Iran! From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! From the belly of the beast! Hands off the Middle East! 1! Two! Three! Stop the bombing now, 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 now! 1! Two! We won't be silent! 3! Stop the bombing now, 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 now! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Hands off Iran! Hands off Iran! Hands off Iran! Hands off Iran! In our thousands, in our millions! We are all Palestinians! Louder! In our thousands, in our millions! We are all Palestinians! In our millions, in our billions! We are all Palestinians! In our millions, in our billions! We are all Palestinians! Hear Sama, be afraid! We will see you in the Hague! Hear Sama, be afraid! We will see you in the Hague! Hear Sama, be afraid! We will see you in the Hague! Hear Sama, be afraid! We will see you in the Hague! From Iran to Palestine, bombing children is a crime! From Iran to Palestine! Bombing children is a crime! From Iran to Palestine! Bombing children is a crime! From Iran to Palestine! Bombing children is a crime! London, let's make some noise! Make sure they hear! Our next speaker is here, the General Secretary of the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament, one of the co-organisers of today's rally. Please make some noise for Sophie Bolt!
It's so amazing to see so many of you in our tens of thousands here today. Well done! So I'm here to say from the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament, and we utterly condemn the unprovoked illegal bombings by nuclear-armed United States and nuclear-armed Israel against Iran. Shame! Iran. In fact, Iran has acted in good faith throughout these negotiations. Last year, it acted in good faith, and Israel and the US illegally bombed its nuclear facilities, a breach of international law and condemned by the International Atomic Energy Agency. And yet again, Iran has been negotiating in good faith. People will remember the Omani foreign minister when he said the day before the bombing started, peace is within our reach. He said that Iran had agreed to zero enrichment of its uranium, that Iran had agreed to full verification of its nuclear facilities by the International Atomic Energy Agency. But what did we see? Another horrific illegal bombing campaign. It is the absolute height of nuclear hypocrisy that Iran's genuine engagement in talks. And what do they get for that? They get crippling sanctions and illegal bombings. Meanwhile, nuclear-armed Israel is politically backed and armed to the hilt in its genocide of the Palestinian people. We say no! End this nuclear hypocrisy now! Now, initially, looking at Britain, Starmer didn't he? He stood up to Trump. He pushed back and he said, no, we're not going to let UK military engage in an illegal war. That was good. Why did he do that? Because of us. Because of the pressure that we've been putting on this government. The pressure of the Palestine movement. The huge opposition to Trump and Trump's wars. But now, of course, he has buckled. Shame on Starmer! He's given permission to British bases like RAF Fairford that are absolutely critical to Trump's war on Iran. This is where these huge, massively destructive B-52 nuclear-capable fighter jets and bombers, they are now lined up on the runway of this base, ready to bomb the missile sites in Iran. That is not a defensive action. That is an offensive action. That is illegal. It's clearly illegal. And it's there to support the illegal war of both Israel and the US. Now today, as we are protesting up at that base, protesters are taking part in direct action at RAF Fairford. So let's send solidarity greetings to them. Now Trump and Netanyahu have made clear this is all about regime change. The continued economic sanctions have been used to break the Iranian people, the assassination of Iran's supreme leader. And Trump is even saying now he's going to choose the next Iranian leader. Now it's good, isn't it, that David Lammy has pushed back on this, saying it's up to the Iranian people. Yes, it is up to the Iranian people. But why hasn't he condemned the brutal murders of the Iranian school children? Why hasn't he condemned the assassination of Iran's supreme leader? Because words aren't enough, are they? We need this government to take action. They have to break the military alliance with the US. They need to break the military alliance with Trump. They need to end permission for the use of the bases, and they need to stop their active military support for this illegal war. Because we have to stop it, this catastrophic drive to war. We know bring about regime change in Iran is through a ground invasion. And we know that Trump is already trying to foment civil war in Iran, a country of 95 million people. Just think of the carnage, the utter devastation that that is going to cause. Yet again, the British government, another British government, is trying to drag us into a US-led, illegal, open-ended war that could last for decades and kill hundreds of thousands of people. So we have to stand up, as we're doing. We have to keep the pressure on this government. Say no war in Iran. End the nuclear hypocrisy. Let's end the special relationship with the Trump administration. Let's stand up. Let's kick out the US bases now.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Now, unfortunately, Jeremy Corbyn couldn't be here with us today. However, he has sent a statement which I'm going to read out. I'm sorry I cannot be with you today for this demonstration. I'm in Amsterdam with the Hague Group, a historic meeting of 40 states which seek to hold Israel accountable for its genocide in Gaza. We oppose the genocide in Gaza for the same reason we oppose the illegal war against Iran. That is because we believe in the self-determination of all peoples to decide their own future and to live in peace. You have mobilised here in London today because you know the truth. The attacks by Israel and the United States on Iran were illegal, unprovoked and unjustified. More than 1,200 people have been killed, including more than 100 school children. What barbarity! What inhumanity! Today, mothers and fathers will be grieving the loss of their children. That pain will stay with them forever. War is not a game. It has real-life human consequences. And US and Israel must be held accountable for their crimes. This week, our Prime Minister said he was allowing the US to use UK bases to strike Iran. He tells us these are defensive strikes only. What nonsense! A bomb is a bomb. And however our Prime Minister describes these strikes, human beings will mourn the deaths of their loved ones all the same. In 2003, hundreds of thousands of us protested against the illegal invasion of Iraq. And we were ignored. But we are here today to say loudly and clearly, do not drag Britain into another illegal war. Let's follow in the footsteps of Spain, whose Prime Minister has said very clearly that we are not getting involved in this illegal war in any way whatsoever. For too long, the UK has blindly followed the US as it indulges in catastrophic interventions around the world. We are here to defend something different. A foreign policy based on cooperation, equality and sovereignty. We are a movement for a more humane and peaceful world, and we are never, ever going away. Hands off Iran! organisers of today's rally. Please give a very warm welcome to Shamil Jordan.
Good afternoon, London! Good afternoon, London! As we stand here, again, standing up against injustice of innocents being bombed. We are here again, and we are tired, but we are here. Because how can we see school children being bombed, hospitals again being bombed, and how can we not come out? How can we stand our arms? We must come out, we must stand, and we must use our voices. But let me tell you something that maybe some of you have not heard. Today is the 8th consecutive day that Masjid al-Aqsa, the first Qibla, the direction of prayer for Muslims, has been closed by Israel. Yesterday, Jummah prayers were cancelled by Israel. The freedom of worship is being cancelled by Israel. This is a violation. And we stand here today to put ourselves and everyone in notice that we must watch what is happening in Masjid al-Aqsa, and we must all unite, because Masjid al-Aqsa is a symbol of the Palestinian people. It's a symbol of the resistance, and we must all unite and say, hands off al-Aqsa! Everyone's hands in the air! Hands off al-Aqsa! I'm gonna request banners, put your banners down. Your right hand up. And London says, hands off al-Aqsa. Israel, hands off. Let's get this right. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Let this be a rally cry for all through the whole world. Hands up! Hands up! Thank you very much.
From Iran to Palestine, bombing children is a crime. From Iran to Palestine,
Bombing children is a crime.
from Iran to Palestine,
Bombing children is a crime.
from Iran to Palestine.
Bombing children is a crime.
Donald Trump, you can't hide.
our colleagues at Stop the War and CND brought over 2 million people to the streets of London to protest against the Iraq war. It was the biggest protest in British history. We marched because we knew what was coming. We knew the lies then, and we were proven right. Over 1 million Iraqis paid the price for those lies. Over 1 million lives were lost because of a war dressed up in the language of liberation and security. And not a single politician was ever held to account for those lives. So when we stand here today with the same government hearing the exact same rhetoric and the same lies about liberation, about security, we know what happens. We know this exact playbook, and we know how it ends. They told us Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. They were lying. They told us the Iraqi people would be liberated. They were lying. Instead, what followed was generations of devastation and grief that has never healed. And now they stand to tell us that the war against Iran is about freedom and security and about protecting the innocent. A few days ago, mass graves were dug up for the 165 children that were killed in their classrooms in Minab. 165 children went to school and never came back. Those 165 children are the answer to every claim of liberation being made from Washington and Tel Aviv. But let us be honest about how we got here. The attack on Iran did not begin on day one of this escalation. It began 2 years ago when the world watched Gaza being reduced to rubble, when hospitals were bombed, when journalists were killed, and when entire family lines were erased completely. And time again, this government chose silence and complicity. It signed off arms deals, abstained from ceasefire votes, and looked the other way. That sent a message. It told Washington and Tel Aviv that international law was optional, that some lives could be taken without consequences. And when you allow that impunity to take root, you can hardly act surprised when it spreads. We are tired of being asked to grieve in installments, to grieve for Iraq, to grieve for Gaza, and now to grieve for Iran, as if these are separate tragedies with no connection and no common perpetrators. They are not separate. They are the same chapters of the one story. And this story is about power and who is permitted to exercise it without accountability and who pays the price when they do. We are here today because we refuse to accept what they're trying to normalise. We are here because we believe that the lives of Iranian civilians matter as much as anyone around the world. We are here because the 165 children killed in Minab deserve to be mourned just as loudly as any other child in the world. And we are here because we learned from Gaza that silence is never neutral. Those sitting in Downing Street or in the embassy across the road cannot claim to stand for international law while spending the last 2 years trying to dismantle it. You cannot claim to speak about protecting civilians while the consequences of your complicity are written in the rubble of Gaza and the classrooms of Minab. 165 children went to school last week and never came home. The least, the absolute least we owe them is to never make peace with this, to never normalise this. From Iran to Palestine, bombing
representing the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, one of the co-organisers of today's rally. Please give a very warm welcome to the Deputy Director of the PSC, Peter Leary.
Thank you. Thank you for being here outside the US Embassy, this ugly outpost of an empire that today represents the greatest single threat to peace, freedom, justice and humanity itself everywhere around the world. Last weekend, the United States and Israel launched an unprovoked and illegal war of aggression against Iran, targeting homes, schools and medical facilities. Horrific images, sadly only too familiar. This is the world that Donald Trump wants us to inhabit. A world born out of the genocide in Gaza. A world where crimes that were once hidden or covered up are instead boasted about openly and live streamed to our phones. A United States under Trump that from Venezuela and Cuba to Greenland to Iran, Lebanon, across Western Asia and all around the world is trying to use its military might to bolster and maintain its global position. Marching in lockstep with a genocidal Israel seeking to establish regional, unrivaled military dominance to clear the way, to get away with the long-standing Zionist goal of eliminating the Palestinian people from their homeland. And so, even as the bombs rain down on Tehran and Beirut, that project continues unabated. Under the cover of the chaos it has been creating, Israel has once again closed all of the crossings into the Gaza Strip. Food providers in Gaza predict that they will run out of food this week. Meanwhile, in the West Bank, Israel has continued to accelerate its land grabs and attacks on Palestinians. And by supporting Israel's genocide against the Palestinian people and by their appeasement of Trump's aggression, Western governments, including Britain, have helped to give the green light to the criminal destruction of human lives that is now being extended to the peoples of Lebanon and Iran. But we know, every one of us here knows, that the public is against this war, just as they are horrified by Israel's crimes against the Palestinian people. And so, we must continue to build our community of resistance in the face of attempts by the government to silence us. So Keir Starmer and the people in this embassy in front of us should be in no doubt. We will defend our right to protest. We will continue to build support for boycott, divestment and sanctions in every town, in every city, in every community. On the 25th of March, we will be protesting at arms factories that are involved in supplying Israel's war machine across the country. Find out how you can get involved. And on the 28th of March, the last Saturday of this month, there will be a huge demonstration in London by the Together Alliance against the far right. We in this movement will be organising a massive feeder march together for Palestine to ensure that the anti-imperialist and anti-racist message of this movement is at the heart of the anti-fascist struggle. Join us on the 28th of March. And we must not stop. We cannot stop fighting for a different, better world. We must continue to demand an end to this war against Iran and Lebanon. A complete end to all arms sales to Israel. And justice for the Palestinian people. Stop bombing Iran. Hands off Lebanon.
Hands off Lebanon.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Thank you.
Hands off Iran!
Hands off Iran.
Hands off Lebanon!
Hands off Lebanon.
Hands off Palestine!
Hands off Palestine.
Hands off Iran!
Hands off Iran.
From the belly of the beast! 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 Keir Starmer, be afraid! We will see you in the Hague! Keir Starmer, be afraid! Keir Starmer, be afraid! Keir Starmer, be afraid!
We will see you in the Hague.
In our thousands, in our millions! In our thousands, in our millions! In our millions, in our billions! In our millions, in our billions! From Iran to Palestine, bombing children is a crime! From Iran to Palestine!
Bombing children is a crime.
From Iran to Palestine!
Bombing children is a crime.
From Iran to Palestine!
Bombing children is a crime.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Occupation no more.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Occupation no
I
more.
can't hear you! 5, 6, 7, 8!
Israel is a terrorist state.
Israel is a!
Terrorist state.
Israel
Free!